The top hat manoeuvre is flown so that it looks like a top hat, hence the name. From straight and level flight, it involves a vertical climb with a half roll, flying inverted across the top, then a down line with another half roll, and finally exiting straight and level. The first thing to note is the geometry of the manoeuvre. The top hat is 3 sides of a square centered on the center line. The up and down lines are of equal length and equal to the top section. The manoeuvre involves 4 radii or quarter loops, and they should all be of equal size. The rolls on the up and down lines should be performed at the same height and in the middle of each of the up and down lines, so that the length of the lines above and below the rolls are equal. As usual, you should approach the manoeuvre by flying straight and level for at least 30 meters, but longer is better. Pull the elevator to achieve a vertical climb, neither too quickly nor too slowly. Remember that the size of the radius here sets the size of all the remaining radii in the manoeuvre. You will find it's very important to have started with your wings level. Any error will be quickly amplified as you climb and will result in the vertical climb being off at an angle. Once you've established a vertical climb, you need to fly a straight line before the half roll. It doesn't need to be too long, but it must be there. Half roll. After the half roll, you once again need to fly a straight line of equal length to the straight line before the half roll. Or, in other words, you need to fly a vertical line with the half roll positioned in the center of the straight line. A good idea is to count to yourself before and after the roll. For example, starting from the first radius, 1, 2, 3, roll, 1, 2, 3, and over. After the vertical climb, pull the elevator so that the model is now inverted. Once again, it's important to have the wings level to the line of flight, or the inverted flight will not be straight. The radius here should be equal to the radius at the start of the vertical climb, so you'll need to be gentle on the elevator to allow for the speed that you lost in the climb. Once you have achieved inverted flight, it's generally best to smoothly reduce throttle to idle. A common problem is sinking during this inverted flight section. You will need to push on the elevator to maintain level inverted flight. Note that the inverted flight should be centered on the center line, and that the inverted section should be equal in length to the 2 vertical sections. Commence a down line by again pulling on the elevator. The radius here should be equal to the previous 2 radii. Once again, a straight line before the half roll is required. Half roll. After the half roll, you once again need to fly a straight line of equal length to the straight line before the half roll. Or in other words, you need to fly a down line with the half roll positioned in the center of the straight line. Generally, you'll find the model travels faster on the down line than the up line. Or maybe it just seems that way when the model is heading towards the ground. In any case, you'll probably need to count quicker on the down line than you did on the up line. For example, starting from the last radius, 1, 2, roll, 1, 2, and pull the elevator to straight and level flight. The radius here should be equal to the previous 3 radii. Reapply throttle. Exiting at the same altitude you commence the manoeuvre, fly straight and level for at least 30 meters. Be careful not to apply too much elevator on exit. A common mistake is to use too much elevator on exit and not achieve straight and level flight. This is probably due to pilots being nervous after flying straight towards the ground in their downline, plus the need to position themselves high for the next manoeuvre. Let's have a look at the real flight example once again. Model flies straight and level for 30 meters, pulling to an up line, straight line, half roll, straight line, pull to inverted, maintaining height, centering, reduce power, pull to down line, straight line, half roll, straight line, and pulling out to straight and level, reapplying throttle. Model maintains straight flight throughout without changing direction. Geometry is three sides of a square with upline, inverted flight and downline all of the same length, all radii of equal size. And that completes the top hat.